I look at that. That's one hell of a show. I said to Pete Tolan at the beginning of the last season, the last episode should be an hour long. And then Pete and I had the whole season talk about it. It should be an hour long. We should do more talk show than we've ever done. And one reason for that was I was out of steam. I said, Pete, I can't, I need a break. And so let's do a real closing show. And then we, over the year, Pete and I talked about what the beats of that closing show would be. And then there were many surprises, like getting Jim Carrey and bringing him on. And, honestly, I look at it and I'm impressed by the guest list, I'm impressed. And Judd had, I think, everything to do with getting Jim to do the show because they're very close. And I had just done Hurly Burly with Sean Penn, and I never have the courage to ask somebody to do the show, ever. I always write a note that says, I respect you if you pass. I respect you more if you pass. And we were on the set, and I said to Sean, would you ever consider doing the show? He said, yeah. And then I wrote that part where he says, "What Shandling, man? He was in the trailer talking to my wife. He had 100 acting coaches. And, nobody can beat me up better than I can." And
was that a hard decision to make, to actually bring Garry Shandling into the world of Larry Sanders?
Yeah, it was a decision that was made. If we're ever going to do it, it should be in the last episode. And there was Sean, and I had just done it. And, I always started with what really the relationship was. So it came right out of us working together. And so that was the time, because it was organically the time. It's a great episode. And it took, we took a season to write pieces of it. And Pete would send me pages, and when we'd talk about it, and I said, hey, there should be something in there, Pete, where he has to see the people that he fired as he walks down the hallway. And Pete just, he wrote it. And everybody was shocked. We had Linda Doucette back, and she doesn't let go of Larry's hand as he's going by. It's really great character stuff. I'm really proud and happy that that amount of effort resulted in anything that's close to being good. Because otherwise it would really be, I can't imagine the pain of working that hard and it being literally bad or meaningless. But then, there would be a reason for that, and we would deal with it. I have plenty of that to deal with in other ways, I suppose.
Would you ever consider a reunion?
No, Pete and I talked about an idea in which Larry dies, and Artie and Hank have an argument over who has the right to disconnect the respirator. You could picture Artie going, Hank, come out here in the hallway. You see this piece of paper? That's my signature. I don't think so. I don't believe that is your signature.
On the DVD extras.
And then Larry has to watch on the monitor, on the TV in the hospital, all the people going on shows going, I had such a good time when I did Larry's show, and Larry's going, who the fuck is he talking about, Artie? Didn't he bomb? He goes, yes, he did, sir. His memory seems to be a little distorted. Maybe everybody on Larry King's show has a distorted memory. I'm just making up. I know those characters. Well, everybody does. It is hard to write them.